Yes, guys, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. I'm back with another video this early morning. Arsenal transfers, obviously, that is what we are discussing this early morning now. Arsenal have been linked to Ajax right back, Noussair Mazroui, and reports from Morocco saying a deal between 10 to 15 million euros will be just enough. We've also been linked with Wojciech Szczesny, the goalkeeper, the ex-Arsenal goalkeeper at Juventus, as well as a new centre-back in Adam Webster, with reports saying that we have contacted the camp of Adam Webster from Brighton. We're going to discuss that and more in this video. Please do me a favor, smash the like button, get your subscriptions in, and obviously the notification bell should be turned on if you don't want to miss anything. I want to thank the last 300 people who have subscribed. I can see there's a massive revamp on the channel, and like I said, I want us to take back this channel to the level it has to be, and it is only you guys who can do that by smashing the like button and subscribing to the channel. Let us get into the news, but before we do, please do check out OneXpert because they sponsor these videos so that they come to you in time and with a lot of research done these days and a lot of improvements. So check out OneXpert, link is in the description. Use promo code Cossy Media on their website. You'll be able to redeem up to $130 just on your first deposit. As long as you use Cossy Media as your promo code, you'll be able to redeem up to $130 depending on what your first deposit is. So let us get into the news. Arsenal in for Noussair Mazroui, an offer between 10 million euros to 15 million euros could be enough to sign him, according to reports. Now, this story actually came out a little bit earlier today, and if you look at some of the reports that have been written around here, Moroccan outlet DM have also reported that Arsenal are interested in Noussair Mazroui in this summer. The player is on the way out of Ajax, and the Gunners would like to snap the Moroccan international. According to Voteball.com, they also say report that Arsenal are showing interest in Mazroui, who could be available for relatively cheap. So a couple of reports from Morocco and the Dutch are saying Arsenal and Bayern Munich, actually we are the two clubs interested in this young right back who's just 23 years of age, and we're considering him to be one of the potential replacements of Hector Bellerin. It would be a very good deal. First and foremost, I think the player is in the last years of his contract, and that's what you want to hear, and that's what you want to see. A player in the last years of his contract, at least he has 1 year left on his contract. It would be an easy deal to do. He's been one of the best players at Ajax in the last season. 23 years of age, that's a very good age. You have a resale you already have issues of resale value. People like me who do like things like the resale value, and I think it's a very, very decent right back. We've seen him at Ajax for the last 4 years. It's been very, 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 very good. And I think when it comes to Ajax and talent and grooming talent and selling them, there is no question. But the only stumbling block is Bayern Munich is also interested. I don't know why Bayern are always on our neck. When we wanted Max Aarons, they wanted Max Aarons. When we want Noussair Mazroui now, they also want Noussair Mazroui. But most of the reports are actually claiming that Arsenal would have an upper hand if they went in earlier. But it's a very interesting deal to do. 10 to 15 million euros. That is so low. But of course, reports are still reporting, and when it comes to Arsenal, you've got to give it a lot of time. So let us wait and see what's going to happen with Noussair Mazroui in the summer. Now, Maina Solomon remains keen on moving to the Premier League this summer, with Arsenal among the teams interested. Pin Zahavi, involved in talks between the club and the player. The Israel super agent is in touch with Arsenal's technical director Edu. That's as per Chris Whitley from Football.London. Now, we've been linked with Maina Solomon. I think for the past 5 months since January. Arsenal have been linked with this winger in Maina Solomon. But for me, I've already said it. I don't think Arsenal need a new winger. I don't think Arsenal are even going to go for a new winger. Reports have it that Edu is a very big fan of the player, and that's one of the reasons why the player could have an advantage to sign for the club. But for me, that would be absolute redundancy. That would be a ridiculous transfer with the likes of Gabriel Martinelli striving and trying to get playing time at the club. You have wingers like Saka, Pepe. You have Gabby Martinelli now. You have Reece Nelson, who has not got a chance. I think what Arsenal need to do at the moment is look into priority areas. Now, getting in a winger at the moment, yeah, I mean, any signing would do me well if Willian is leaving, and apparently Reece Nelson leaves the club. Probably we could need to get in a winger, but at the moment, I would rather give Reece Nelson a chance next season, see him more regularly on the pitch on a regular basis, try to evaluate how he's going to turn out as a player. But I wouldn't go in for a winger. But Edu lacks the player, and that is I think that's the only reason as to why we've been linked with him so strongly in the past. Now this is according to NPA Arsenal, and they're saying Arsenal have contacted Adam Webster's camp. Mikel Arteta sees the 26-year-old as his number one target at centre back. Brighton asking price is around £18 million. And AFC are working on making Matt Ryan's loan deal permanent. More to follow. That's according to NP Arsenal. And they're saying we want to get almost 3 players from Brighton. Of course, reports have it that Arsenal want to make Matt Ryan a permanent transfer, and we might actually get him on a free transfer in the summer. Those reports are there. As long as I get more information, I'll try to discuss them. But the other story is that of Adam Webster, £18 million. Arsenal are interested in him. He's playing with Brighton. That means Arsenal want 3 players from Brighton: Bissouma, Webster, and Matt Ryan. Can we get a trio from one Premier League club? Well, it would be fun if we got in a trio from Brighton. But I also think Arsenal will try to get a centre back outside England. I'm very, very convinced Arsenal are still looking at the possibility to sign Edmund Tapsoba. I think the problem with Tapsoba is going to come with the prices. Leverkusen are saying if it is not 70 million euros, they are not going to be tempted to sell. They still want to keep the player. That's according to the build, and that's the problem now with the deal. But apart from that, Adam Webster, I think, is also very decent as a player. So we could wait and see what happens. But he's been linked with Arsenal, and reports say Arsenal have contacted his camp to see whether he is available. Now, in the most ridiculous transfer news today, there are signals from Arsenal that they could want to sign Wojciech Szczesny from Juventus, according to reports. That's according to Nico Balles. Now, yeah, we've been linked with Wojciech Szczesny even in the past. I think when we were trying to get in a backup goalkeeper, to Burnley. Wojciech Szczesny was one of those goalkeepers that we were looking at. I don't know if Gigi Donnarumma is going to sign for Juventus, but if he signs, or if he goes to Juventus, then Wojciech Szczesny may need to move on. I think it's not going to be a backup goalkeeper to Donnarumma, so he wants to keep that number one spot somewhere else, probably in another venture. I would only take Wojciech Szczesny as a backup goalkeeper. Until now, I don't believe Arsenal need a goalkeeper like Wojciech Szczesny. I still don't trust him 100%. He would be, he could be a good goalkeeper. Don't get me wrong. I have no issues with him. But I think Leno is ahead of him, honestly. So I would only take Wojciech Szczesny as a backup goalkeeper to Burnley. And according to reports, Arsenal are trying to sign Matt Ryan as the backup goalkeeper to Burnley. So I think the goalkeeping situation, apart from Burnley and all the saga, I think the goalkeeping situation at Arsenal is a little bit more settled than other. I think the goalkeeping department and the striking department are a little bit more calm and settled than other departments. So I don't think Arsenal will sign in Wojciech Szczesny. Yeah, the reports are there, but reports are there to be believed or not to be believed. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. Smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if the content is useful to you as an Arsenal fan, and obviously do me a big favor by hitting the notification bell. Videos brought to you by OneXpert. Honestly, they do bring you the best odds around the internet in the match betting industry.